Hi, thanks so much for joining me. Today we are talking all about empties. I love empties videos because that means someone's used an entire container of something and they're able to tell you if they will repurchase or not repurchase something and what they love about it or what they don't love about it. So let's go ahead and just get started. A few makeup items here. I've got the Hourglass Veil Retouching Fluid, and this is in sand. I misplaced my first one and I repurchased another one and then I found it. So this is actually the original one, I think. But I use this to refresh my makeup between day and evening events. So I will put this on in some of the areas where maybe the makeup's fallen apart or I've had it on for 12 hours and I need to just keep going. So sometimes under the eye area, I will dot this on and just press it in, or in this area right here where I have a lot of concealer. But it works really well on top of finished makeup. So it's marketed that way to kind of just refresh your makeup. And what it does is it just pulls everything else back together and sometimes just sets a nice canvas to add some other things, but it does a really good job of refreshing makeup. So if you are ever in a situation where you wear your makeup for a long amount of time and you don't have time to redo it before another event, this is a really great one. Again, I just put it on, tap it into the skin, melds everything together, and love this. Again, this is in sand. I have it in honey as well, but I tend to use sand more because that's more of the shade of the areas where I need retouching. Also around the nose area works really well. Then I've got this Bite Beauty Matte Cream Lip Crayon in Glacé, and I think this is the one that came in with the VIB something Sephora birthday thing. And I think I actually repurchased this already, but now that I'm looking, I don't know where it is. But it is a beautiful color. It's like a Your Lips But Better on My Lip color. Yeah, I love this one, and you can see I've already tried to dig in there to get the rest out. I really liked that one. Becca Backlight Priming Filter, probably my favorite primer right now because it does a really nice job of filtering if you have got some dark spots like me or some imperfections that are harder to cover up. So this bounces the light really nicely and also adheres other makeup to it really well, extending the wear of your makeup. So I love this primer. Did I say I already have another one? I already have another one. Clé de Peau Concealer in Honey. I love this one. It is my favorite go-to all the way empty. I think I'm actually going to get in there and see how much I can decant into another container that I can use for travel, but I already have another new one of this, and yeah, can't say enough. Love this concealer. If you haven't tried it, it is full coverage and also matte. So if you want to kind of give it another layer on top to make it more skin-like, they have a new concealer you can use that's more radiant, or what I've done in a previous video is I've used the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away concealer, I think that's what it's called, to give it a more skin-like quality on top. So if you're looking for something with more coverage, then this is a really, really great one while looking skin-like. It actually looks better the more wear you have. It really starts to meld into the skin. So I'm gonna say like a good hour into wearing it, it really starts to look good on my skin. Next up, we've got this Shu Uemura. I don't know if you remember this, I featured it in a video. It's got that interesting applicator. You know what, I don't love it for the brows. So it's supposed to be, you get into the brows like this, but it didn't deposit it well. I mean, I guess it got it on the brows, but I needed it to get on the skin too. So you know what this would be really great for is if they did a root color, like roots like this, and could use this as applicator, because I think you could get really in between those hairs and deposit color all over the hairs, because the typical applicators for any root cover covers like one side at a time, but I think you could get on the side, on the front and the sides at the same time with something like this. So if they could just convert this applicator and use a hair color in there, that would be a great use for this. I will not be repurchasing this though, not for the eyebrows. Oh, Tonic Comfort by Lancome. This toner for dry skin is really nice. It's a rehydrating, comforting toner with acacia honey. And I've used it all up, of course, and I love it for a toner because my skin, I do a double cleanse. I do an oil or an oil type cleanser, whether it's solid or just an oil cleanser, and then I will go in with a liquid cleanser to do that double cleanse. And then it feels It's not totally dry, but it does need to be rehydrated before I go in with the other steps, and this does a really nice job of that. So if you have dry skin looking for a toner, I would recommend this one. I already have another one ready to go. Oh, speaking of oil cleanser, so I tried this. I don't really buy things from the drugstore for the face, but I did buy this Lazy and Easy All Kill Cleanser Oil to Foam, and it looks like a little fried egg on there, and it says Holika Holika. I don't know what that means, but it worked like, oh, look, Sanrio. Sanrio makes Hello Kitty, right? But I see their name on here. What this did was it broke down the makeup, kind of like the Shu Uemura oil cleansers, but not as effective. So if this did the same job as the Shu Uemura, I'd probably repurchase it, but it definitely took another cleanse after this one to remove all of my makeup. But it was nice to try out, but I would not repurchase this. Speaking of another liquid cleanser, the Clinique Liquid Facial Soap in Mild is really nice. It's just a very neutral, gentle, lathering type product for that double cleanse. But I did find one for, it was like extra mild, so I'm gonna try that one next. But I would repurchase this one. Actually, I went to repurchase it and they didn't have it, but they had the extra mild, I think that's what it's called, and so I bought that one instead. I'll let you know how that one works. We've got the Caviar Anti-Aging Rapid Repair Spray, Instant Shine and Moisture. This is really nice. Actually, there's a little teeny tiny bit left, so I think we need some moisture to use this up. I can show you. This works really well. It smells like that salon smell, but you can see instantly how shiny it gets. So the reason why I didn't repurchase this yet is because I purchased one at the salon that's supposed to do the same thing, but I think this one's better. So when that one is out, I will purchase this one again, because you can see really quickly how much that shine came back. Yeah. Needed that. Let's see, I think I have more Caviar products. Replenishing Moisture Shampoo and Conditioner. I love these two. Already repurchased one from the VIB sale and VIB Rouge sale, and I think it was like 16% off when you buy them together, and then it was the extra 20% off. So I had actually tried the shampoo and conditioner from my salon that they said was good, but I took it on a trip and I did not like it. So I'm glad I have those, because I do try other shampoo and conditioners every once in a while, but if I don't get the results, then I'm quickly back to this. So still really happy with that. One more other thing from Caviar Anti-Aging is the Replenishing Moisture Milk Leave-In Conditioning Spray. I don't recall much about this. I mean, I used the whole thing, but must not have left an impression. It's not something I need to repurchase anytime soon. Yeah, not much of an impression, so I will not be repurchasing this. Oh, another cleanser by Fresh. It's a soy face cleanser if you're looking for a nice mild cleanser. This is a good one. It gently cleanses face and eyes. I think it was the scent that I really liked about it. And it has a very like calming scent about it. I don't know what it is, but it almost smells like milky. It says cucumber, and I smell that. But there's something that smells like milky. I don't know if there's milk, but it's a very calm, soothing kind of smell, and also calm and soothing on your face. Nice one. I've got the other cleanser ready to go, so I won't be repurchasing this one anytime soon, but I may repurchase it in the future. Dry shampoo, Living Proof, Perfect Hair Day. Like, can you hear? I've used it. I'm not a dry shampoo person though, but I thought I would try, because this one says it actually cleans your hair. Unlike some of the other ones, it's supposed to actually remove like debris. Easily removal. Wait, our patented molecule allows for easy removal. Removal of things. From what I read, it was supposed to actually remove like things from your hair like shampoo would, but I'm not a dry shampoo. I really tried to use it, because I know shampooing with water and shampoo is not great for your hair every day, but I like the feeling of a clean scalp, and that's what I was hoping for with this. I didn't necessarily get it. So I'm more concerned about clean feeling scalp than clean feeling hair, but I can't do it. I really tried to do dry shampoo, and I thought that if one was gonna work, it would be this one, but No. I wash my hair every day still. Then we've got a mousse by Vanish. This is a volume boosting mousse, and it does boost volume. It actually holds the shape in your hair really well too. I don't use the mousse every day though, but when I do, I will definitely repurchase this, but I don't feel a need for it right now. I used to think it was called Divines, but it's Vanish. Really great fragrance on it too, and it's a really nice mousse that does boost volume and again, hold the shape of the hair once it's styled really nicely. Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. This is something that I stopped using for a while, and I'm not quite sure why, but when I reintroduced it, I was really happy to have it because it adds a nice supple texture to your skin. So I use them both for like a supple texture to the skin, and it's the Genius Liquid Collagen. You've heard me talk about this a few times now. So I will use both of these to really enhance like the bounciness and suppleness of the skin. Can I say supple some more? So in the evening, I will apply this and then this. And then in the daytime, I just use this one. But I will use these every day. By the way, thank you for the recommendation. I can't remember who you were. If you could remind me who you were, you let me know that they sell this like almost at a 2-for-1 price on either HSN or QVC. So I will purchase the next one from that, and I will look around for some better deals because yeah, that's a really good deal. If you could, this is not inexpensive. It's over $100. So if you can get a deal on that, that's really great. So thank you again for that tip. Even Up Color Science SPF 50, my everyday sunscreen. Can't live without. I use this every day. Every day, even when I don't wear makeup, I wear it every day. And I already have one ready to go, and I also have a backup. So I make sure out of anything that I have backups of that, because I will not even stay inside and not wear sunscreen. I will wear sunscreen every day. Next up, Marc Jacobs Highliner in Blacker. This is the best eyeliner I found. Why I'm opening it, I don't know, because there's nothing in there, but it is the best thing for tight lining. So it doesn't transfer, it doesn't flake. It stays in place all day until you take it off, and it is just, it's the best eyeliner I found. I've tried many different ones, but yeah, this is the best one. So if you're looking for something to tight line and something that won't pull or tug as you're applying it, this one is really great. Tatcha Camellia Gold Spun Lip Balm. It's a really beautiful product because it has little gold flecks in it. It's very nice. I compare everything though to Baume de Rose by Terry, and I love Baume de Rose. So that's kind of like the standard that I measure things against. And this is very lovely. So if someone were to give it to me, I'd be very happy. But if I was going to spend my money on one thing, I would actually purchase the Baume de Rose. But this is very lovely. Lash Sensational by Maybelline. Love this, but I love something better now, and it is the By Terry mascara with the twist one that changes configuration. I talked about it a little while ago. It has become my favorite, so I'll repurchase that one, and I will not be repurchasing this one. I loved this for many years. Gosh, I think since I started using this, I've always repurchased it. So for me to say I love another mascara better, and I've tried many high-end mascaras too, but for me to say I'm going to spend more on a higher end mascara that outperforms this, that's saying a lot. So I will not be repurchasing this, at least not for a while. Rita Hayes Root Concealer Touch Up Spray. This is really great. It's in black, brown, black. Great color match. Really nice for right on top here if you need a really quick cover up of grays. Not great for right along the hairline here, because even though this nozzle is quite condensed, you still can't control it. It will end up on your face. So I don't like that. And plus it also sprays onto your scalp when you don't need that much of a distinction between your face and hairline. But if you use it up here, just make sure you put hairspray or something, because it does transfer. So just be aware. I'll probably repurchase that at some point, but not right away. I'm using the Bumble and Bumble pencil crayon thing right now, trying to figure out if I like that or not. I'm looking up here because I used it today, but I don't know. I don't know if I used it well. We've got the Peter Thomas Roth Potency Targeted Spot Brightener, and as you can see, I have squeezed every little bit out of there. It says that it will help reduce and brighten the look of dark spots by up to 75%. By up to 75%. That is a really interesting statement. Because even, I guess, if it reduced it by 25%, that still meets the claim, doesn't it? or 10 or 5, up to. That's a pretty good way to state that, because either way, it's gonna meet that claim. So as long as you get some kind of improvement, up to 75%. Huh. Anyway, I think it improved my spots to about 75%. That's after 12 weeks. So it has worked better than any other spot lightening product I've ever tried over the counter, because usually over the counter spot lightener does nothing. So for it to do something is pretty impressive. So I actually have another backup of this ready to go, but you just have to be really diligent about it, which I am about my skincare. I take a lot of time in the morning and the evening with skincare, but I really want to give things the chance to work. Next, we've got the Bobbi Brown Extra Repair Eye Cream Extra. I always say this wrong. Bobbi Brown Extra Eye Repair Cream. And I love it. It's super emollient for dry eyes, dry skin under the eyes. That is not your eyes being dry, but that skin under here, very dry on me. But I started using the Clay de Peau one in the day because it works really well with their concealer. But I do love this for the evening. So I do still use this, but mostly in the evening. By the way, I already have a backup of that. And I will continue to repurchase it for the evening. Then up next is by Philosophy, the Ultimate Miracle Worker Night Multi-Rejuvenating Nighttime Serum and Cream. I do use this every day after all of the skincare routine. This is the very last step that I do in the evening. I will continue to repurchase this. The last couple of items in here is the Wow, Color Wow. It's this powder thing that is almost gone. It's for coloring your roots. I saw this on like HSN QVC and I thought it was really innovative and I thought it made a lot of sense, but when I used it, it takes a lot of effort to cover the gray, and it didn't totally cover the gray. It covered more of my scalp than the actual hair. So it might work differently for other colors, but just my gray is so stubborn that didn't really do the trick. Interesting to try out and use. I mean, I like how it's not liquid. I like how it's easy to travel with. I think it works really much better on top, but again, this is the trick right here, right along that hairline, getting those hairs, because they don't want to take any color. Even when I get them colored, they don't want to take color. So if you do have like the part though, and you wanted to try that, and you don't want to try this, like this might be harder to travel with, but you want to try a powder, that one might be good for up there. But again, I'm still on the hunt for something better than both of those. Okay, lastly, we've got the Giorgio Maximizer 3D eyelash primer, and I use this every day, and it conditions lashes from what I understand. And so it's this white product, and you just put it on your lashes before you put on mascara, and it just plumps them up and makes the mascara even do a much better job than it was already doing. And I just love it, especially for volume. It really volumizes my lashes before I add mascara. So of course I've got it on now, I wear it every day, but I love it and continue to purchase and repurchase this. I think that's it. That is it for my empties. I finally get to throw everything away. But I hope that you enjoy these, because I don't really enjoy collecting my trash, but I like that I can give you some information. It's not like a one featured product, but it does give you a lot of, I think, information, especially if I'm going to repurchase it or not. So if you have things that you constantly use and purchase and repurchase, or things that you tried and you didn't like, I would love to know what those things are, so I can either purchase them myself or avoid purchasing something. I'd love to know what those things are. So if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Another thing, this is another thing. This is okay, I do use this every day after all of the, wow, focus.